My mod Drenzer sent me a video, 14 minutes of crazy Amelia Watson childhood stories, and it was made by Made of Cherry 2.
When I was in the sewing class, I used to take the needles. I'm such an edgy kid. And I used to ow! What the hell, I just got stabbed. Okay. Anyways, I used to put the needle through the tips of my fingers, on the edges. I think it's called the cuticle. And I used to sew my fingers together in class to show people and be like, hey, look.
I thought that was just me. I do that too, but I don't use a needle. I use a tack.
Oh, isn't it gross? And everybody would be like, ew. But it didn't
Literally
hurt.
same reaction.
Any birthday stories? Oh, I do have a birthday story, but it's not a
Not a what?
It's not a happy birthday story, I guess. I had just moved into a new middle school, and it was my birthday. And usually, in school, you know how you are in younger school, you just invite your whole class over, and then people come and you have a party. Well, it wasn't like that anymore, and I told Mama Watson that that all these people from class were gonna come to my party. They were all gonna come to my party, and it was gonna be a really cool time. And she should get all these snacks and cake and balloons. And so I invited everybody. In the class, maybe
Can't relate.
Kids. I invited everybody, and only my best friend showed up. And Mama Watson bought a bunch of balloons and a bunch of snacks and cake and presents. But nobody came to the party. That's probably the only birthday story I remember. It's okay. It was a long time ago. It didn't hurt my feelings. I was still excited because I got all the cake and all the snacks all to myself. It's a little creepy. Everything is smiling at it.
Holy shit, that coping mechanism of hers. Ouch. Yeah, that hurts. That I felt the hurtness.
I guess it could be creepy, yeah. It's it's a small world. It's a smiley world. You don't like It's a Small World? I mean, it's... I used to memorize all the lyrics in the different languages.
It's a little bit of a nightmare for me now for that.
It's really nerdy. That's cute. What? I remember being in the computer class, in middle school, and I would use Google Advanced Search to get past the blockers in school that wouldn't allow you to go to certain websites, and I would look for I guess I don't know how to describe it, embedded flash games, and I would search on Google and the advanced search. And I would find a bunch of games to play like that. I remember. I don't know if I should say this. It's
Wait, you look up porn in school?
Bad. I don't know if I should. Well, I was in computer
Spill the
class,
beans,
and
bro.
I thought it was really cool that you could talk to people online. Yeah, I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And so I would try to find ways in computer class to access any sort of messaging apps, any sort of online messaging, because I really like the idea of talking to people on the computer. And so usually what I would find is you guys remember those AI bots where you would type into the chat and you would you would ask them questions and they would give you an auto reply. I would use that a lot, but then I don't know if I should say this.
Just say it.
I was really young.
Stalling a little bit too
I
much
didn't
here.
understand the implications. Okay, but in computer class, because I was really obsessed with talking to people online, it turns out you could talk to people on an army recruiting page. And I was talking to somebody in there because they have a live chat help room, and I said something really bad. I said I had something dangerous at school.
Oh,
I can't even say it out loud. But anyways, the guy, he's like, I know your school. I have your IP address, and he put the school that I was at in the chat, and I got really scared, and then I logged off and I shut down the computer. No, nothing happened. Nothing happened.
She gotta get.
It was just some kid being really stupid. I was 12 when I was in the car.
I mean,
as little as
12 Okay, that is a young age, but still, what you did is really bad.
You go through tunnels. You drive through tunnels.
How does she have like
thing,
so
'cause
many
when we
of
drive
these
through the tunnel,
weird childhood stories?
I try to hold it for like as long as possible.
Bro,
as you're going
bro.
through the tunnel.
Sorry, I'm gonna rewind to what her saying. When I was a child, all I know is playing my iPad at my house and doing nothing. How do you have so?
When I was like in the car, when I was little, as we go through tunnels, drive through tunnels is my favorite thing because when we drive through the tunnel, you go,
Oh yeah,
I try to hold it for like as long as possible as you're going through the tunnel, and then you like almost pass out at the end with like a really long tunnel.
I do that when I see someone in a movie that's like drowning or something.
Yeah,
But instead of shouting, I was just like, you know,
Have you ever touched a cactus?
stop breathing.
Actually, when I was a wee time traveler, when I was a wee detective, I saw a really fuzzy cactus and I thought it would be soft, so I touched it like a dog. I went, like this. Oh.
Oh.
Whoops.
I'd like to say I'm surprised that you touched the cactus, but I'm not.
I thought it would be soft, but then I had a bunch of pricklies in my hand.
Ooh, like fiberglass.
Yeah, well,
What?
except it like, yeah, sort of. Fiberglass is a good snack.
What?
I also microwaved once. I microwaved a chip bag, and you don't want to microwave a chip bag because it has foil on the inside.
It's gonna
and
be
if you
like
microwave a chip
little
bag, it
thing.
will catch on fire after like 4 seconds. So if you do microwave
Will it catch
a
on
chip
fire?
bag, only microwave it for like 3
Didn't know that
seconds.
it would catch on
and even
fire.
that is dangerous, so don't do that. But it shrinks. It's really cool. Like
Yeah, it
shrinks
shrinks.
into, like,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
mini chip bag. But
Can't
don't
find
do
a
it.
word.
Hey, look it up on YouTube. Don't do it yourself though. Well, it's cool because it shrinks. Yeah, one time my brother and I used to microwave them for fun because they like shrink and we thought it was really cool. And then one time we microwaved one bag for too long and it caught on fire in the microwave.
Well,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm shaking my leg. It's such a bad habit. You guys do that?
yeah, I do that. I do that a lot.
I think everybody shakes their leg. Me and Brother Watson used to do that all the time. Like if we were sitting, well, not on purpose, but if we were around Auntie Watson, she'd get really mad. She's like, "Stop shaking your leg!" Yeah, she used to yell at us pretty bad. but she made me develop really good habits. Like
My dad told me not
maybe
to
you
do
guys
that,
can do
not my
this
brother.
with your children or future children or something. Maybe not. But every time I used to get in the car with her, she would say "seatbelt" like really loud at the top of her lungs. It's like I've been trained like a dog now. As soon as I get into a car, subconsciously the first thing I do, even if we're not going to be driving or anything, the first thing I do is put on my seatbelt immediately. Kind of a
I am really
habit, but yeah, it's an automatic.
some of the things that she said was like really what I do when I was a child.
Responsive. A good habit though. Singing ever something you wanted to do? Not really. Like as a kid, I really wanted to learn instruments like guitar and harmonica, but I was never like, oh man, I want to be a singer. I think I knew that I wanted to be like some sort of performer as a kid because I would put on like these ribbon shows. What is it called? I forgot already again. I would like put on these shows for my family as a kid. Ribbon twirling, yeah. And I thought it was so cool. And we entered, like my older brother and I, when we were kids, we entered like a talent show and he was gonna be a magician and I was gonna be like the assistant on stage. But my brother got too scared to go on stage, so it was just me and I was crying because I was like, we're not gonna go on stage on the talent show, and I threw a tantrum. I don't know, did you guys throw tantrums as a kid? I was really bad. I was really bad as a kid. Like the only thing I remember doing as a kid is throwing tantrums. I
feel like every kids do that, though.
I'd be like, so annoying. I hated wearing shoes so much. I would always like kick them off and take off my shoes in public. I still don't like wearing shoes. It's just, I don't like wearing socks inside. It's nasty, all of you guys who wear socks inside. Gross! I dressed up for Halloween a lot, but I don't know. Recently, I haven't been dressing up for Halloween. I don't think I dressed up. Well, I mean, look, we're dressed up for Halloween now. That counts, right? Let's see. One year, I was a pumpkin witch. One year, I remember Brother Watson did a really good, like, Hobbit cosplay for Halloween. He was, like, Frodo. And, even had a little bag of rings that he would give out
And
to
I actually
people.
never do,
What
like,
else?
dressing
I
up
was
before.
a cow zombie one year. Yeah, a zombie.
Probably because I
zombie.
never
It was
actually
a cow, but it was a zombie cow. You guys never heard of that? No,
did
it was not a cow.
something
it was
with
like a, I was
Halloween.
wearing like a cow onesie kind of, and then I had zombie makeup on. I don't know. Okay, I just did whatever. It's because I wanted to go to school dressed up cool, but nobody else was dressed up. It was not embarrassing at all. Whatever.
So many times she just do something alone.
When I was a kid, there was this other kid, and he got in the cart, and he got on the bottom part, like this part on the bottom.
Huh?
And then
Okay.
other kids got up in the top, and then we pushed them like this, whee! And then his finger got stuck underneath the wheel, and his pinky came off. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Good
Ah.
information about special sale.
Good
Oh
God.
my god. When I was a kid, my brother and I used to write like the worst messages to villagers. Stuff like, go die. Right? To a villager you hate. I would never say that today though, to one of my villagers. Brother Watson used to threaten to delete my Animal Crossing account, and I would cry. And then I would cry because he would start to hit villagers that I like while I'm watching him play. Because at some point we shared a town, because in the GameCube version you move into like a little square, and he had his village, his house right next to mine. So sometimes he would beat the villagers. Actually, you guys want to hear?
Dude, I mean, it is game. You can do whatever things you want to do that you can't do in real life.
Ice cream shop with my mom, and we were going to get ice cream, and I got my ice cream, and as I was licking the ice cream cone, I was walking, and the floor was slippery, and I slipped and I fell, and they didn't have a sign that said floor slippery because they had just mopped, and I was licking the ice cream cone and I fell, and I bit my tongue, and my mom and the doctor said that my mom said the doctor said that my tongue was hanging off by like 2 threads. Yeah, and so I have this big scar in the middle of my tongue when I bit my tongue off when I was 2 years old. They couldn't like stitch it up or anything, because if you put stitches it would like constantly open.
Bro,
so they
I really wanna see Watson in real life now. I wanna see like it is her whole arm just scars. Her whole face, whole arm, whole body, head as well. Under the hair is all scars.
I guess they just left it there and they just let it heal. And then my mom got really mad because the guy in the ice cream shop, he wouldn't call 911 because he was scared that he was gonna get like sued. So he was like refusing to let her use the phone, because this was before like cell phones were that popular, I guess. Yeah. And he wouldn't let her call, and she had to like grab him like by the collar and like shake him and be like, give me the phone. You know how like apparently like when moms, like when their kids are in danger, they get like this big rush of adrenaline and they get like really strong.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm not a boomer. I'm a zoomer like you guys. Zoom, 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 zoom. See, I couldn't go that fast if I was a boomer.
Okay.
Painful for me. I like the pain. I drink your tears.
They're not tasty. They're just salty, and I thought.
That is what's tasty about
It's
it.
not salty.
I'm pretty salty.
You're not salty, right? You don't like salt, right?
I remember when I was a kid, when I was really young, my friend cried and I licked her tears.
What? You ate your tears? What? What?
I'm waiting. What's going on? And then?
So, you cried for something that made you sad, but then it cheered you up because it was so tasty.
Well, it wasn't me crying, but yeah, sure.
Oh, what? So, you drank someone else's tears?
She said she licked her face.
Yeah, sure, Ame. You did just talk about doing it today, but yeah, no, you wouldn't do that today. You're totally not someone who does one thing again that you did in the past and you're now threatening to do
I
again.
will
You're
drink your
totally...
tears, Kiara. Give them to me.
Oh my god. But actually my tears don't taste like salt.
Huh? Why not?
They taste
Don't
like
everyone's?
gravy.
I remember one time I used to go to
What?
other people's house that would like babysit me when I was pretty young, and it was their anniversary, and they had these really nice chocolates that the
Aw.
husband bought for the mom, and
Oh, that's so
I
nice.
really like those chocolates. And so I asked him while he was washing the dishes, I said, "Can I have one of those chocolates?" And he was like, "Yeah, whatever." And so I ate one. I opened the box. It was like a anniversary present. I opened it and I took a chocolate because I thought it was okay. And then they got really mad. They said, "Who opened the box of chocolates?" And then I blamed it on this other girl who used to make fun of me. And then she got in trouble and she was never allowed to come back.
Oh.
Yeah, this one time I stole something. But they said I could eat it.
They did, but also I feel like you just got yourself an op now. Alright, that's it.